Hey, I'm Bud. We are Sleep When We're Dead. You're watching OneTake. The song is called Dreams.
Wow, that was nasty. That was awesome. So good, guys. All right, you want to put up your other instruments and have a seat?
Yeah,
We'll get
sure.
the interview started.
You want to hit the mics first? Stop yelling at me!
My arms are only so long. Okay, can you put that switchy over there? Okay.
All right, to get us started, tell us your name, the instrument, how long you been playing.
I'm Rob, I'm the drummer in Sleep When We're Dead, and I have been drumming at least 20 years at this point. It's been a while.
My name's Cassie. I do vocals, and I've been singing all my life. So, yeah.
My name's Bud. I do vocals as well. I've been doing it since 2005, so yeah, about 20 years.
My name's CJ, and I play bass and guitar, and I've been doing it for about 15 plus years.
Okay. All right, so the first question I always ask is the name, Sleep When We're Dead. Who came up with it? What was the idea about it? Who are we going to go to?
I was up late one time talking, I don't really remember who. It's just one of those, like, can't sleep. Somebody else can't sleep, so we're on Messenger just bullshitting back and forth. And during the conversation, literally, I was just like, you know, because it was already like 3, 4 in the fucking morning. People got to work, but we're still awake. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just sleep when I'm dead. And then it was just like, light bulb. Because we hadn't named the band yet. We had the band, we were making music, but we didn't have a name yet. And then boom. And there it was. Sleep When We're Dead.
Is this the original lineup of the band?
Majority of it.
Yeah, the
Majority of it. We've gone through 3 different bass players at this point. At the moment, CJ's working on both.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it's been me, Bud, and CJ. Of course, we had Cass come in. We also had at one point our buddy, The Hate, is what I remember him. We also had Corbin was in here for a little bit. Daniel was the first bassist we had. Then we had our buddy Beans was the second bassist, and then Aaron was the third bassist. And like I said, right now CJ's doing double duty guitar and bass.
Okay, so this has been the core
But yeah,
pretty much the whole time. So whenever y'all heard Sleep When We're Dead, when that was pitched, did you have any other names, or was that one just it?
I'm pretty sure it was it. I mean, I think we mulled around a while, but I'm pretty sure it was me and Rob that were having the conversation
Yeah.
because we were working nights and he was working 2 jobs. He's still a lot of times working 2 jobs a lot of times, and it kind of was just more, like a mindset that we were like, hey, we got to do what we got to do, but we still got to go home and do the family stuff. I just had a kid, and so I was working nights and then going home and watching the kid and stuff. So it was like, and then it was like, we got a show the next day. I remember one time I was working nights. Was it Pop Evil?
Yeah, Pop Evil.
These guys literally woke me up, like, because I work nights, so I went home and went to sleep. And like at noon or something like that, and someone's knocking on my door, and I'm like, "Who's that?"
Oh yeah,
and he's like,
banging on your door.
he was like, "Hey, they offered us a show, but we need to play
It was
today."
like at 5,
yeah,
'cause I was in the
a band
pharmacy.
dropped out, and so
Yeah.
Pop Evil needed
Lindsay
someone to
drove the
open
house
the
around.
show, and
Wow.
so
Crazy.
I popped on
Maniacs.
stage in my scrubs.
yeah, that was like
Yeah.
before she was officially in the band, but she did make an appearance at that show
Yeah.
and jumped on with me and did a show. But yeah, so that's kind of where the whole Sleep When We're Dead thing came from. Again, it's mindset, and a lot of times it's what drives us. It's like, hey, we got to do this or that, or but it's like at the end of the day, we either got to go to work in a couple of hours, or or do something else. So it's just kind of been a real
way
kind
of
of
life.
a way of life, really. Yeah. Bags under our eyes, but hey, we're here.
Did you have any other working titles or?
Well, we just released Rainbow Cat. And
I'm done with the band name.
Oh, with a band name. My bad. I think that was pretty much it. Like,
Y'all hit a home run on the first try.
yeah, maybe we had a couple more, but I don't think we can remember what the names were, honestly,
but
because
there wasn't really
they weren't
anything
good enough.
memorable.
They weren't good
they
enough.
weren't good enough.
Well, good job, Rob. Nailed it on the first try. So I do want to talk about Rainbow Cat. Why, in your own opinions, what made that the first single that you wanted to go with?
I've been teaching myself how to record, so I've been mixing, mastering all of our stuff, and so that seemed like the easiest one to start with because it was just like straight through. And so I was just like, let's do Rainbow Cat, and then if I can nail this, then we'll do the other ones. And I guess I nailed it, and then now we're doing a party song. Yeah, we're doing party song now.
And so how did you feel about Rainbow Cat being decided as the first single?
Me personally, I absolutely loved it because I am actually not on the single.
I know.
It's all her, and that's something really special to me because I've recorded before in our previous bands and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I want her to have that experience and get that going, and get that going. And again, the title really came from our daughter.
Yeah.
She was here
She was
one
here at
day.
practice.
Yeah, she was here at practice one day and was like, I want to hear a song about
an angry angry cat.
Yeah.
So
She likes to pet our cats.
yeah, there's cats over here, so she likes to pet them. She's a cat person, and so she wanted a song about a cat, and that's what we ended up coming with. So you can thank Emery for that one. Yeah, she's the one that made it. So.
And so how did you feel whenever y'all chose that song, knowing that your primary vocals on it?
I was a bit nervous because I don't like talking or stuff,
And now you're doing
like,
one
you see
take.
me at shows and I'm just kind of awkwardly there, like, hey, what's up? I let them talk for us, so it's just kind of like, all right, I guess.
Extrovert,
but
introvert.
yeah,
I got you.
More introverted, so it was nerve wracking for me.
And so how was the process of recording Rainbow Cat for you? Were you down with it too? Whenever they suggested it, was it an okay?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. I think from my standpoint personally, at the time, was like the newest thing we had written too. We'd been a band for a while, but this was like the first fresh idea we'd had in a bit because we finally had time to come together more regularly with, life being life. So Rainbow Cat was born of that, and then when they decided to make it the first single, I was like, fuck it, why not? I was like, let's get the fresh one out there. And so yeah, I couldn't be more happy with Rainbow Cat. I'm thrilled everybody likes it. So
Yeah, it's a banger for sure. Okay, so having 2 vocals, 1 strings, and a drummer is a very unique dynamic that nobody else has. Like, what's the songwriting process for this unique lineup? Like, how do y'all dilly out who's gonna do what?
Really, it just comes down to like whatever, like Rob will play something or I'll play something, and that's how we write our songs. Like every now and again, I'll come up with a riff and be like, "Hey, check this out." But most of the time, we write the songs on the spot, and it's just this is the vibe. This is what I'm feeling. That's what he's feeling. It's just boom, and that's the song. And we just do it, and then we work on it throughout. Like every time we practice and stuff, we'll keep it continuously evolving that song, but eventually it just becomes a song out of nothingness.
And being a drummer, I know a bass player is like mac and cheese for y'all. So what's it like not having like a primary bassist for you?
Man, I have had the pleasure of working with a great many bassists over the years, but as far as like songwriting goes in the bands that I've been in, it's always been me and the guitar player, whether it be CJ or Lou or any other guitar players that I play with. That's kind of where it starts. So I'm not saying that not having a bassist there doesn't kind of hurt some, but for the most part, most of the writing came from guitar drum. So I mean, it keeps going.
Okay, so no
Not
big
really.
problems on your end then, huh?
No, not really.
All right, cool. And as far as the songwriting goes, I'm sure y'all split up the lyrics, or how does that go?
We're still figuring it out as it goes
Yeah.
too. I mean, this is a first for me. Again, I've been doing it for a really long time, in a couple of different bands, Redeem Chaos, Sinful Bliss, Serpent Secret. I mean, the list goes on. I've been in and out of bands since high school and stuff. But because really kind of how CJ says, we'll get together and he'll play something that he likes, and then he'll play something that they both kind of jam to. Me and her will sit back and listen to it, and then take that for the day maybe, and go over it in our heads what sounds good or what might be good, or maybe even say, like, let's just get a theme going, like, hey, let's write a song about this or something like that. She was in the band group chat the other day, was like, hey, just give me a topic and I'm gonna write a song about it. Like, just stuff like that. Inspiration comes from a lot of different places for me. And you just kind of definitely for a vibe. Yeah. It's like, hey, we get together, we're playing something, we feel it, and it's like this other song that we're gonna release soon, Party Song, is literally about partying, but maybe it not being so glamorous as you once thought, because we're older now. So like, it was like, oh, this is the party song, and we listened to the lyrics at one point. I think it was Raw was kind of like, wow, I don't know if this is really a party song, is it? And I was like, well, it was at the time, it was kind of reflective of how I felt and stuff like that. So, but me and her are still trying to figure things out, and we'll as far as what we've had written so far, we'll come in and decide, hey, you should do highs, or I should do lows, or we should do, we'll change up, you do the first verse, I'll do the second verse, or something like that.
It's pretty easy for us to just kind of really harmonize with each other. So
together all the time.
Yeah, literally. So
Yeah, that was my next question. Kind of wanted to get more into that. Was y'all both have? There's not a weak vocalist between y'all. Like y'all are both very top tier. So, like, is it just like? Is it legit that easy? I'll do verse 1, you do verse 2, or is it?
I mean, for the most part, we can match each other's pitch and
Yeah.
go off of each other. So if he's hitting a note here, I'm like, all right, well, I'll just hit the octave above or below.
When we started, it was more, you do the lows, because that's more of a, like, I feel like a shock value, and she did it, in my opinion, she did it better than me. So I was like, you do the lows, and, it drew a lot of people in. And when we first released one of our other songs, on YouTube, everyone was like, "Man, I can't believe you're." He's like, "I can't believe you're screaming that low." And I was just kind of smiling and going, "That's not me." And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm the high vocals." And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "That's her."
Like, yeah, hey,
That's her.
bye.
So yeah, we've had a lot of fun with that. Especially I don't think there's a lot of other bands with a female vocalist at all. In town right now.
Not that I can think of either.
Or at least
There's one.
metal.
I think My Serenity is one. I think that's the only one that I can actually think off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just looking in my mind at the list of people in the Discord.
If you're out there, ladies, do a band. It's fun.
Yeah,
Just
it is.
fucking do it.
It is. And
Yeah, just get out
I'm
there
a
and
girl
have fun.
dad, so I encourage it too.
Oh,
I mean, I got my my 13-year-old bass last year or the year before that, I think.
Yeah, all the kids play
What is it?
some
But
kind
yeah,
of instrument
they like
in our house. So,
music is
like
life. So.
flutes
Okay.
and violins.
So the band started when?
2015.
All right.
See, I think the Facebook page had like 2015.
Yeah,
So
another advantage to having
About 10
her.
years.
Yeah,
around
I've been
is
here
she's
since
been-
the very beginning, or
Yeah,
before
we
Sleep
like
started,
made it
so,
official. She's
Yeah, I've kind of just been in
been
the
around.
background.
And she helps out with
Yeah,
stuff like that
just
a
kind of
lot.
pop on here and there. Just be like, "Hey."
Everybody needs a band mom, and it helps when
Yeah.
she's in the band too.
all right, so y'all are a very active band. You have a lot of shows coming up. So what's in store for 2026 in your opinion? What would you want? How would you want the band to be at the very end of this year?
Man, at the very end of this year, I hope we are on the verge of either pushing out or completing an album. That's where I want to be. We're working on like at least 2 more singles right now, and hopefully just keep that ball rolling throughout the year. Immediately, we're going to be playing with Galactic Empire and Cycle Stick this Tuesday. Well, depending on when this comes out.
The 24th.
Yeah,
Just
so
say the
Tuesday the
24th.
24th of February. But yeah, that's what I'd really like to do some more recording out and get it out there, because that's the one thing that we've just been kind of lacking on. We've done the live shows, we've done plenty of show playing, but we don't have a whole lot of recording. So really want to get that nailed down this year.
All right. What do you want to see this band at the very end of the year?
I just want to see us kicking ass. I just want to see us having fun and doing all the things we like to do. Like, as long as we're doing that and we're happy, that's all I really care about.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
All right. What's in store for Sleep When We're Dead for the year 26?
Recording for sure. My thing is I'm out of town a lot right now because that's where I work. But at some point that does slow down a good amount, and I'll be home for the holidays and stuff like that. But mostly recording, and then we have that show with Mortician.
Mortician, Devourment, Macabre in Dallas.
That's gonna be a
In
fun
September.
one.
Actually,
That's
said
in
Macabre. Sorry, they
September.
haven't announced that one yet. So you didn't hear
Oh.
that.
Oh, oops.
Sorry, Brent.
Dang, but yeah, just that maybe
Calm
some
down,
more merch.
Spider-Man.
I think people want more merch from us too. We've got some good stuff going on. I think we had booty shorts at one point. I think we've
Yeah, we
had
need to
requests
restock
for
on
more
those.
more booty shorts. They
Yeah,
looked
we
great
need
on
more
me.
booty, yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we'll bring that back.
Now, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
But
Because of that,
yeah,
we're
just
definitely
recording
making
and taking care of the shows, and possibly some more cool merch for these guys that have been following us since the beginning.
What's in store for 26 in your opinion? What would you like to see?
Yeah, the more recording, maybe some more out of town trips, just kind of stuff like that. Just like to see us doing more shit. We have a lot of potential and stuff like that. So definitely some more songs.
New music.
New music.
New music?
Definitely
What?
new music. We've got a lot we need to get out. So
Okay, so y'all, like I said, your Facebook page says 2015. Y'all have been in the scene for a very long time. For somebody that's wanting to start a band or get into the metal scene, the rock scene, any type of music, what would you give them for like the longevity of keeping a band going? In your own words.
Man, the biggest thing is may it always be fun. The moment it becomes work, that's it. It's going downhill from there. But if there's always just that little fun, and it feels like work sometimes, lugging equipment around, loading it up, tearing it down and all that. But that's a given. But like when you're actually writing and playing, if that's not fun anymore, so that's the big thing. Keep that spark going. Keep the fun going.
The fun going? All right. What would you tell an upcoming band, somebody that wants to get into the music scene?
Just have it, like Rob said, just have fun with it. If you're not having fun with it, then you're not gonna have fun with it. Period. Like, it's just gonna be one of those things. And find you a couple of fuckers that you can be friends with for more than 10 years. Because if you can't be friends with them for more than 10 years and you can't shit in the same room together, then you can't be in a band with that person. I'm just saying. That's just the facts. Like, if you can't be with your bandmates for more than a year or 2 or 10 years, then you're not gonna have fun with it either. Because you gotta be with the people that you care about, and I care about all these fuckers. So get you some fuckers that you love.
Aside from have fun, man, I would say take a quote from Star Wars. There's always a bigger fish. Keep your ego in check, man. And
Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
just there's always going to be someone better. There's always going to be someone bigger. And it's just one of those things where it's cool to aspire to that, but at the same time, we need to build a community where we're all supporting each other and we're all building each other up. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Instead of talking trash about someone, why not give them advice? Say, hey, this is what I didn't like, versus going online and just saying, that guy's trash. Kind of that kind of stuff. And when you're on the road, dude wipes save your life. If you're again talking about longevity, if you can't, be in a van with people that might smell a little bit for a little while because y'all haven't had a shower, or
What are you
y'all
looking at,
all
CJ?
ate all stuff.
Oh man, I used to make little nests in all their luggage in the back of the car and
This dude
sleep
had a
back there.
superpower. He could sleep anywhere.
Anywhere.
But yeah, definitely dude wipes will help on the road. And then just like I said, keep your ego in check, man. There's always a bigger fish. Just have fun and do what you can with the people you love.
All right. What's your advice?
the same, do it with the people that you love, and have fun. But at the same time, push yourself. Get out there and definitely just give it what you got, because you never know what you got. And some people might like it, some might not, but who gives a shit? You're out there doing something that you love and you're having fun with it, so just keep pushing for it.
Well, that's great. All right, so now we've talked about the music. We're going to kind of do more of the personal get to know you questions. So just pick a number between 1 and 7.
6.
6. So your question is going to be, what's a topic you can discuss for hours? And we'll get back to you on that. Let you think a little bit. All right, pick 1 through 7 minus 6.
4.
4. What's your favorite comfort show? And we'll get back to you on that one. 1 through 7 minus 4 and 6.
I'll take 5.
5. You're on death row. What's your last meal? Entree, 2 sides, a dessert, and your drink. Okay? And 1 through 6 minus 4, 5, and 6.
3.
3. If you had an unlimited supply of anything, what would it be and why? So we'll get back to you on that one. All right, Rob, what's the topic that you could just talk about for hours?
Music, just kind of in general. Obviously a little more based on metal because it's the majority of what I listen to, but honestly, music, and I can probably pick it up with somebody and we can just take it in every twist and turn, because that's just like an infinite subject. The genres, the bands, the individual artists, the songs, the albums, who was in it, who was better with what vocalists, or who's dead, who's still around. I mean, it goes on and on.
That's a pretty damn good topic. All right. All right, Casey, what's your favorite comfort show?
It's really hard. Probably South Park, to be honest. I watch so much fucking South Park. I really do. It got to the point where when I was working in the pharmacy, my pharmacist was like, "You've got to stop talking about South Park." It's now in my algorithm. But I'd really just go to his phone and be like, "South Park, South Park."
Yep. Sounds like you're about to get an intervention.
Yeah, I watch that way too much, so probably that.
All right. All right, bud. What's going to be your last meal? Entree, 2 sides, a dessert, and a drink.
That's a little complicated, but I'll say since I'm a soy gordito over here, for sure, just because it's been a staple in my life since I was a child. My parents took me there. I take my kids there. Probably Brian's Steakhouse. Just a big side salad, with the nachos, because who has nachos at a salad bar? But we're living La Vida Loca over there. So just that. I normally do a steak for 2 and split that, but I could always obviously eat that myself. Well, I said I usually split it, but I can eat it by myself. So the steak for 2 with the big side. And as far as dessert goes, the cake I usually request for my birthday, which would be yellow cake with chocolate frosting.
And the beverage?
Normally ice cold Budweiser. Yeah.
Hey, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
All right, if you had an unlimited supply of any item, what would it be and why?
Does energy count as an item?
Energy drinks, maybe?
Oh, okay. So if I can't pick that one, I won't pick money, because there's so much gear that I want and so much recording equipment that I want. Like, it would literally just satisfy my thirst for more things. And that's probably it. Money would be the one if I could pick energy, because if I had an unlimited amount of energy, I could make an unlimited amount of money. So
Right.
I get tired of having to go to sleep all the time and having to wake up and go back to doing what I was doing instead of just keep doing it. So, yeah, money would be the one.
All right, so what's the next song we're about to perform?
I believe is
No Life.
No Life.
All right, guys, if you want to get back to those instruments, we'll finish up the episode.
No trouble.
Thanks, Rob. My button flipper.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I go that way.
I'm
Hey.
Oh, okay, there it goes. It was taking a second. All right.
Pulling my big long beautiful hair. Stuck inside it. Okay.
Ready?
Almost. Okay, now I'm ready.
right, thank you, Sleep When We're Dead. Appreciate it, fellas.
Thank you.